Welcome, everyone, to episode 30 of Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. Tonight, we have week 9 of the NFL and week 10 of college football. We have NASCAR, we have baseball, we have basketball, we have hockey, we have it all. So, how did the last week go for everyone? Everyone feeling good from last week?
The UCLA train is over, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, I had a very midweek. I hit my manufacturer bet in NASCAR to barely stay positive there.
Nice.
And then I was I hit one or two college and one or two NFL. So I was but it was all my locks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just lost slightly less than normal. So wasn't a great week.
Yeah, I mean, my college would have been better, but Mississippi State blew it at the end there against Texas.
Yeah.
I thought I had that one on lock, and Arch Manning decided to be good for half of a game of football, and that's what I get, I guess. So, and also Alabama just didn't dominate the way I thought they might, so there's that too. So, but overall, I think it was not too bad. My Steelers certainly let me down. Not that I'm surprised by that.
Did they?
Yeah, boy, is it over! It's never been more
It might
over,
be.
folks.
It might be.
And you'll see that I am fully on that train here later on. That's a little spoiler, but we'll get to that one later. But yeah, so.
Yeah, and you'll notice I have a 1 after 9, 18, and 1 in college football. I went 2-0 and 1. I had a push. So I'll take that as an undefeated in college football for the weekend.
There you go.
NFL 2-1. So starting to see the board a little bit better, I think. Obviously, because we're starting to see how the seasons are going to shape up for everyone. So,
Oh yeah, my upset pick in the NFL somehow Jets got it done.
yeah,
Justin
Dude.
Fields, all right,
That
into
was-
action, back into action.
Yeah, that was
So.
insane. That was.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Speaking of football, I did. I placed a future bet over the weekend. I dropped 2 units on a new because my national championship pick for college was Penn State. So that's obviously dead.
Man, you and I with the Clemson and Penn State picks, man. Not great seasons.
I have picked a new national championship winner. Follow me on Twitter. I've already kind of spoiled this.
Okay.
But I dropped 2 units on the Lane train. Ole Miss.
Oh hell yeah!
Ole Miss
Dude.
win it all.
Shout out Lane.
Funniest outcome that happens, he still leaves.
Yeah.
He just leaves anyway.
He gets Florida. He gets Florida University. He just
gets to own
Yeah.
the university. That's how much money they give him.
He gets
God.
the mayor
he
of
gets the
Gainesville.
state of
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll get into the football later. So let's go ahead and get into NASCAR. I know I said that weird, didn't I? But
There you
Dalton, yeah. Dalton, what do we have for NASCAR? Where are we at this weekend?
championship race. So we are at Phoenix because, of course, NASCAR has to pick one of their more boring tracks to have their final race of the year at. Yeah, it should be fun. We're down to the final 4, so there are 4 drivers left in the playoff race. Now they'll still have the full 40-car field,
Of course.
but only 4 guys. It'll be the highest finisher out of Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, and Kyle Larson. Those will be the 4 that are in the playoff field left. So whoever finishes the highest out of those 4 will win the championship. So I've got a race winner, a manufacturer winner, and I also have a championship winner.
All right.
I don't think one of the 4 drivers is winning this race. Surprise.
Okay. All right.
So I could see. So my championship winner is Denny Hamlin. I think he's got a shot at winning this race outright. but I'm just taking him to have the highest finish out of these four at plus 200. He's driven well at Phoenix before. There's something about him like going back and winning again, winning his championship this year would be pretty cool. I think this is his 20th year in NASCAR. So
seems like it. I still remember him, so that's not great. He's been around for a while if I know him. So
it'd be a pretty crazy when I don't think he's ever won the championship. I forget. Let me double check that actually. I've also got Toyota to win the race. But at plus 130, Toyota to win. And then my race winner, though, I am taking Christopher Bell. He is pretty consistently either winning this race or finishing top 3 over the last couple of years, or top 5. I have him to win at plus 850. So I think he might spoil it for somebody, but I think Hamlin will still win it. Will still win the whole thing. So Denny Hamlin has never won a NASCAR series.
Yeah, I think he's finished second. I just saw in 2010.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. This is his 5th time in the Final Four, so I think he gets it done this year. You could bet him to win the race outright. I believe he is going right now to win the race outright. I have it right here. The race winner, he's at plus 400 to win the race. So not terrible value, but I'm taking him to win the championship at plus 200 because he just has to beat the other 3 drivers for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, I like that. And so that'll win. So this will finish out the season for them, this championship.
Sunday will be the last race. Nice thing is, no matter what, even if none of these bets hit, I'm still finishing at worst plus 33 units on the year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Certifiably crushed it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Wipes out the, I think, minus 30-something units I was in golf this year.
Hey,
we don't need to talk about that.
It all evens out.
Let's go ahead and get into baseball. I do have a live play that I just saw that I like. It's Freddie Freeman or Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run at the remainder of this game. They have 3 more half innings to get that done, so we'll see if that happens. But, Jake, I know you said you had some baseball, so what do you got?
Yeah, I just had one bet. Unfortunately, with the game going on, it's not there anymore. But before this game, I had taken Toronto plus 120 to win the World Series. So that was it. But unfortunately, it can't be. I didn't with my smart brain. I didn't realize that the odds would change with Game 5 going on. So
yeah,
it's unfortunately now that I'm realizing it can't be bet. So, but
all good.
We're making bets that can't even be done on this show.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I also had a baseball bet.
Oh yeah, sorry,
okay.
Dalton.
You're good. Not looking great for tonight though. I mean, my other 2 already from last week didn't hit, but I got Blue Jays plus 1.5 and over 8 total runs parlayed together at plus 252.
So one
Not
of them right
looking
now.
great, but still got a shot, still in it. Just need
still in it.
Need a lot of runs here in the last couple innings.
Yeah. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into some basketball. Sorry, we have so many sports to bet on. It's hard to keep track of everything we got going on.
Do we have hockey?
We'll get hockey first. Sorry about that.
I think some of us have hockey.
Yeah,
I know I don't.
It's awesome, but I will say it is stupid as hell that the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB seasons are all going. MLB should have been over a month ago.
Yeah.
And NHL and NBA probably shouldn't be starting for another 4 weeks.
All right.
But it's here. I love it.
I would say Dalton certified MLB is not a sport guy as well, so there's that you have to factor in.
Yeah.
So just saying for those who watch this,
the season should have ended 5 months ago. For
the season should have been over.
Ended Labor Day weekend.
You can just play April to June.
Fit all 160 doubleheaders every day.
Yeah.
Season should start in April and end regular season should end in Labor Day, and then you have at most 6 weeks of playoffs. At most,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then how would they make more money, Dalton?
Yeah.
I don't know how
I
they're
know.
making money. Period. Who's watching?
Yeah, how would they play every team in their division 19 times?
Yeah, how would they
one
have,
season
you know,
if they
and now
There-
interleague play is in there now. You gotta have interleague play, you
Dude.
know.
Yeah.
Interleague play was fun whenever they didn't have the same rules, and now they do, so it doesn't even matter anymore. It's
Yeah.
like,
That was fun.
that was cool, but now
Yeah,
it's
when-
like whatever. You're just
Hey,
playing.
other
MLB
teams would
just-
have to come pitch. The pitchers would
Yeah.
have to bat.
It'd be awesome. But
The MLB teams need to adopt all of the same like philosophies that the minor league teams do. Like minor league games are
They're
more
very
fun
fun.
than MLB.
They're
I
very
mean, I
fun.
think they do that as like a testing ground.
So they test
for
some
it.
of the rules.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there should be chaos between there should be some
gotcha.
chaotic shit going on in between every inning,
Yeah.
and they should have crazy events going on at the stadium every night.
Like Savannah Banana. You're literally describing the Savannah
Just like minor
A
league,
toned down version.
just
of
minor
it.
league, just like any minor league team, not necessarily Savannah. Bananas.
Minor league teams do some fun stuff
Yeah.
for sure.
And also, get rid of. We should never be playing games on a Wednesday afternoon at 2:00. That's the dumbest thing I've ever. Who's going to that
You
game?
gotta find
Especially
time to
when
play all
tickets are $100
162.
a piece.
The businessman specials are the best. No, dude, the tickets are always super cheap. They always have like a good deal on like beers and hot dogs, dude.
That is true. Actually,
That's the best time to try.
Nobody who's going to them in the
Dude.
year 2025.
Unemployed, Dalton. No,
Shout out, yeah. All right, I
Me.
do have a funny
Our
story.
economy is not set up for the businessman ball game anymore.
I do have a
You're right,
funny
you're right.
story. We
You're
went to a
right.
Reds game about 5 years ago on a Wednesday at like noon, and we sat down in our seats, and this guy in front of us goes, "How are all these people here? Does no one have jobs?" And he was my age, and I was like, "You are here." I literally was like,
It's like,
"You
are
are
you
here
calling
too."
yourself unemployed? Is that what you're
He's like, yeah, I don't have a job.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like there's other groups like people who work 4/10s and want a Wednesday off in the middle.
Yeah.
People like
Yeah.
maybe just people who work on the weekends. There's
Yeah,
a
but-
group of them, not enough probably. You're
Yeah.
right.
And most of those people do not make enough money to afford to go to an
You
MLB game.
you are correct, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. There we go.
So either drastically slash ticket prices, or just have games at times where you can fill more than a quarter of a
Right.
50,000 seat stadium.
When I was a kid, the A's, if they had like a Wednesday day game, they would do $2 tickets and $1 hot dogs.
Dude.
That's awesome.
And so like 12-year-old me would just go crazy.
Of course, yeah. You can
$5
you can eat
and
10
you're
of them.
crazy, yeah.
You can do the 9 for 9 just without the beers.
Yeah.
999.
Nine
Just do the
sobers.
999.
Even
That's
just a
so
few years ago, pirate games, like you get good seats at a Pirates game for like $18,
You
something
could.
like
there,
that.
there was one game I was
Yeah.
going to go to this year where like I forget what time and day it was, but it was like I was in a really nice seat for like $25 and I almost went, and then I remembered it's the Pirates and I decided to stay
Yeah.
home and do something else. But no, I'm just kidding. No, I wanted to go to a Pirates game. I just didn't have time this year. But
Yeah. The tickets
Yeah.
are super expensive. I'm going to write
The-
my local congressman about that.
yeah, that's what we should be writing.
Yeah.
They are
That's-
too expensive considering
are.
you have 81 home games. Like
This is true.
Exactly.
This is
they
true.
have
They're starting to become as expensive as NFL tickets, which is insane.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
can't
said,
be
for
do- I can't be
81
doing that.
times a year. When
Can't be
you think
doing
about
that.
it, like even your crappy teams are getting like 10 to 16,000.
yeah, just so you can go
people.
watch your 15 or 50 win team.
Yeah.
lose by
I
9
can go
to
watch
the
Paul
Dodgers.
Skeens for double the price of the rest of the tickets.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get into the
And now
Between-
Dalton's got us
between-
wanting to get rid of
Yeah.
baseball.
I mean,
No, it
like,
is just
baseball doesn't need to go away. It doesn't need to die. It just needs to drastically change.
Right, which is definitely something baseball is really good at doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think,
The oldest sport in our country.
honestly, I would not be surprised if like 50 years from now, like banana ball actually became more popular than baseball.
Listen, I wouldn't put it past them. They're doing pretty good.
I mean, there's a time in history where that will happen. I can see that.
Yes, it's harder to get into those games. I'll tell you that much. But
it really is. So. There's lotteries to get into. All right, let's
do NHL.
Okay,
for those
all right.
who have
NHL.
it.
Let's get that real quick. I do have a 4-pick parlay for tomorrow. It Bruins plus 1.5 against the Sabres. Just scoring a lot of points. Tampa Bay Lightning money line against the Stars. Islanders plus 1.5 against the Hurricanes. That was kind of a toss-up game for me, so I'm just taking the points on that one, or whatever you would say.
Taking the goals on that.
Yeah,
one.
taking the goals.
The puck line.
Yeah, taking
the puck line.
And then over 5.5 in the Blackhawks Winnipeg Jets game. All 4 of those plus 594. That last one's stinky. I don't know why I added it. I kind of panicked, but I had to.
Sometimes you got to do it,
Sometimes you got to panic bet.
Yeah.
Got to keep yourself on your toes sometimes.
Yeah. Dalton, you got any hockey picks?
I do not. I'll have hockey next week.
All right. Jake, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a little parlay. I'm going the Senators minus 1.5 over the Flames. It's just 2 bad teams, but the Senators are getting them at home, and it's plus 160 for their spread. So I think it's pretty good value. Flames are the only team in the Pacific Division that is worse than the Sharks. That's just a sign of how bad they are. I'm going with the Penguins plus 1.5 against the Wild. Wild are just the definition of mid every year. And the Penguins surprisingly are actually
look at my Penguins.
Yeah,
not that they're really not my Penguins, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby will never age apparently.
It's true. It's true.
They should be able to keep that within a goal. And then last one I'm going with is the Oilers minus 1.5 against the Rangers. Rangers are also a little disappointing this year. And the Oilers have been a little better recently, and that's also plus 160 for their spread. So pretty good value there. Those 3 picks come out to plus 962.
Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get into basketball. Shane, why don't you go ahead and tip us off in basketball here?
Tip us off.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I got a 4-pick parlay off for the Thursday games tomorrow. I got the Magic minus 3 at the Hornets. Just better team. I think the Hornets are a little bit more feisty this year, it seems like, but I'm not going to trust it until they're not like one of the 4 worst teams in basketball. So we'll see. Thunder minus 15. Dude, the Wizards are still just the Wizards, man. Like I wonder if the Wizards are ever going to stop being the Wizards in my lifetime. It feels like a decade since they were even remotely interesting, and like that might not be true. I forget exactly when they stopped being interesting.
That's probably true.
It feels like
they had Westbrook for that 1 year.
That's right, they did, huh? So there's that, and then I have the Bucks plus 1.5 at home against the Warriors. This is a toss-up game, but I'll take the home team and take that there. And then Spurs minus 5.5 with the Heat heading to them. Right now, Wemby just better than everyone pretty much, so I'm just gonna take them at home there, and all that together is at plus 1206.
Nice. Dalton. I'm just saying, look at that MLB score and look at.
I was about to say,
look at the base pass and everything.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I'm not gonna say anything, but just look at it. All right, my NBA pick have 4 games for tomorrow. Magic money line against the Hornets. Liking the Magic this year. Bucks money line against the Warriors. Warriors starting off hot this year, but I think the Bucks can take this one. And then the Heat plus 5.5 against the Spurs. I don't know why. I just kind of like this one. For some reason, the line kind of scared me, so I'm just going to take the points on this one. And then under 229.5 in the Wizards and Thunder game. I just think that one's going to be the Thunder just basically putting their hand out in front of the Wizards are not letting them score too much.
Really? No.
Yeah. So all 4 of those together at plus 1,090.
All right.
Nice.
Dalton, you got a pick in the NBA?
Yeah, very similar to what a lot of you guys have been picking. I'm taking Thunder minus 5.5 against the Heat. Heat are kind of a mess right now, especially now that Terry Rozier signing not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, they really lost the bet on that one, folks.
Yeah,
not a great bet.
Bad bet. Bad
put
beat.
your faith on him. Which I am wondering, do we need to start just betting NBA unders all the time now, like prop unders?
Yeah,
That
every
might
time
be
somebody
the
gets
move.
busted, it's always the under.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
guess
because
it's
it's a
just
lot easier to control
like,
that. Yeah, you can just not be good, and it's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
especially on the props.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's so easy
Yeah.
for Scary Terry to just score
Oh, my
under
foot hurt.
19 points.
Yeah. Terry,
My
your
foot hurts
line's 19 and a half. You're at 16. Let me hit this 3 and then I'm going to have a headache.
Your assist line is 3. I'm not passing the ball. To you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
It's rough.
You better take a few seconds before you shoot this ball.
Yeah, make a couple moves real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me what
They
you
gotta
got.
figure something out about that. Like that's
I'm not
bad.
sure. Man.
they
I
really
think it's
gotta,
just one of those things you just let it happen. You just let it keep happening at this point. It's
keep
been
letting them tell
happening. Just let it
themselves.
keep happening, dude. Just
God.
between that and then the whole Clippers thing, Pablo Torre might single-handedly kill the NBA this year.
It might be over for the
Yeah.
league. God.
he better just watch his back, dude.
Yeah, I
He's
know,
gonna
right?
be on him.
Adam Silver's gonna be lurking in his window like Slenderman.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude. You're gonna get a cease and
Got
desist
big
and then
head.
just read it on the show.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So along with Spurs -5.5, I got a bunch of other favorites. So I got Thunder -15.5 against the Warriors, against the Wizards, because the Wizards are ass.
Yeah. Certified.
And then I got Magic -3.5 against Charlotte. Just liking the Magic this year and not liking Charlotte at all.
No.
And then I got Warriors -1.5 against the Bucks. I'm just kind of liking all the favorites this week. I think the Warriors in a sleepy regular season game, I think they get by the Bucks in this one.
Yeah.
Those 4 parlay together at plus 1228.
Nice.
Nice.
Jake, what do you got?
Some of mine are a little different, but I'm going with the Hornets +3.5 against the Magic, just because the Magic have been a little disappointing this year, and the Hornets are, they're not good, but they're
a little
as
feistier, I
Shane said,
think.
a little more feisty. So at home, I think they could keep it close, 3.5. We'll see. I went with the Warriors -2.5 over the Bucks. This one I kind of just took a stab at with the favorite. I think it's gonna be close. Not that confident in this, but the Warriors have looked pretty good this year. I am taking the Wizards +14.5. I don't think they're gonna win this game. There's no chance of that. But last night they almost. Well, they really should have beat the Sixers if they didn't collapse like twice.
Yeah.
But they're definitely more feisty. They have some young players, so they can keep it close against good teams. I do think the Sixers are a pretty good team, and the Thunder they're going to win this game. But I mean, they just played the Kings yesterday and almost lost with Russell Westbrook starting at power forward. So I just think the Thunder are not incapable of playing a team closer than they should. So I think 14.5 is just kind of a little bit of a big spread, but they could probably win this game by 30 and this will look bad. So I don't.
That's the thing is, like, that's such a big spread that I'm like, I totally get anyone for just taking the points on that one, but it's also like, it'd be kind of funny if
there's a great chance they lose by 45.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's like certainly possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I took the Spurs -5.5 against the Heat. Heat are pretty good, but Spurs look really good this year. Wemby, MVP candidate. Dylan Harper looks really good.
Wemby.
And they're getting him at home. So
yeah.
So those 4 come out to plus 1,200. So decent little juice there.
All right.
Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the meat of it here. We got our college football. Dalton, they got out of the bases loaded there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dodgers have a runner on first.
Yeah, but
Cardinals legend Tommy Edman at the plate.
Cardinals legend.
Yeah, but the pitcher for the Blue Jays just threw his 12th strikeout. He's dealing right now.
Yeah, but Tommy Edmond, Edmond in the playoffs.
I get it. All right. I get it. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our favorite bet this weekend for college football. Speaking of the man, Lane Kiffin, keeping on the Lane train here. Ole Miss minus 12.5 against South Carolina. I think South Carolina played Alabama so close because Alabama's not as good as we think they are. I think that they kind of found their footing, but they're not like the old Alabama. So I think this is more of a thing of Alabama's not as good as South Carolina is even better than what we thought. So Ole Miss minus 12.5. I think this can be a game where they just get after them.
This is our favorite play of the week, right?
Yep.
I like that. I'm going. I'm just very scared to touch the SEC right now.
Gotta love it.
I'm taking something that's really dumb, but my favorite play this week is North Carolina money line at plus 114 on the road against Syracuse. I think Belichick marches into the Carrier Dome, and is it still called the Carrier Dome?
I think so.
It's one of those things that will be forever, no matter if they change.
Yeah.
And I think he marches North Carolina in there and gets his first ACC win of his college coaching career. Syracuse is just, since Angeli got hurt, like that team is just cooked.
Yeah, they're certainly not good.
Which is kind of a wild thing to say, considering Angeli's not that good. Yeah, they're just kind of cooked. And I think Belichick is slowly figuring out how to coach college a little bit.
They play Virginia tough
pretty good against Virginia. Yeah.
No.
I mean, Virginia's definitely overrated, but
yeah.
I mean, it's Virginia, of course.
I mean, the ACC is barely a Power 4 conference.
It's fair. Unfortunate.
But yeah, I like the value, and what should be a toss-up game. It can't pass up plus odds.
I like it. My favorite bet of the week is going to be Vanderbilt money line against Texas at plus 120. I just like the vibes of this, but I do think Vanderbilt should win this game. I mean, they have a quarterback playing very well. Texas has a quarterback that is extremely inconsistent this year. Vanderbilt can hang with these ranked teams. They had a tough loss to Alabama a few weeks ago, but they're coming off a ranked win against Missouri. I don't know. Texas is just so inconsistent for me. I know they're getting them at home, but I like the odds on Vanderbilt here. You know, they're not the favorite despite being 11 places higher in the rankings. I don't know. I just like the vibes of this, and I think I just think they're more consistent right now. We'll see what happens, but at plus 120. I like the odds there.
I like it. That was a very tough decision whether or not to take that. It took a lot to talk myself out of it.
Yeah, that would have been my. I did have a backup in case because I thought that one might be someone's favorite. That was also my favorite, Jake, or was going to be. Because again, like it didn't work out for me last week, but Texas certainly should have lost Mississippi State, and I almost hit that underdog bet. So just don't trust Texas right now, especially against a Vanderbilt team they think is legitimately good. I mean, Mississippi State really pushed them to the limit, obviously, like beyond it really, and just they were able to get back in it. So, but my backup that I had, Georgia Tech minus 5.5 at NC State. NC State got punked by Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh, I know their record is pretty good. I just don't know how good Pittsburgh really is ultimately. And Georgia Tech is on fire this year and soundly beat Syracuse. Not that Syracuse is any good, but they're not really showing a lot of signs of like letdown right now. I think they can handle NC State even on the road and beat them by at least a score. So
I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our locks of the week. This one's a little bit scary, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. Louisville minus 10.5 against Virginia Tech. Yeah, the only reason it's a little bit scary is because Louisville had a little bit of a rock fight last week with Boston College.
True.
But I think that's just Louisville football where they're on a dominant year. They could go out and beat any team in the country by 2 touchdowns, and then they could struggle against a Joe Schmo. But I think this week they're going to get back on the right path and minus 10.5 against a Virginia Tech team. I'm loving that.
All right.
All right. So for my lock this week, oh man, I'm taking Tulane. I'm going into the group of 5 games. I'm taking Tulane minus 5.5 on the road against UTSA at minus 112. I just take San Antonio. Barely barely an FBS program. Tulane, I think, is legitimately still in the mix for a playoff spot. I think they're one of the top group of 5 teams, and I think they'll have no problem covering that spread.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a tomorrow night game. Ooh, I don't think I realized it, but most of my games I got bets Thursday and Friday night this week.
Nice. Love
Nice.
midweek college football.
Those are fun. Yeah, those are fun.
Got to get some action in there sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Good, Jake.
I'm also going to the group of 5 for my lock. I'm going Memphis minus 14 against Rice.
Yeah.
Memphis, they're coming off. They just beat
What was
USF.
it? South Florida, yeah.
So if they win out, they should be in line to get a playoff spot, I would think.
They could, yeah. Especially if Tulane.
5 teams. Yeah. So, potential trap game here, but Rice is not good.
Hey, listen, I would
They
argue
just
Rice
came
is
off
about as good as it gets, Jake, but maybe not the school, but
Yeah, not the school. They're coming off an OT win against UConn, and before that, they gave up 61 points to UTSA.
I'm remembering that right now.
UTSA is not that great themselves. I don't see how Memphis doesn't win this by more than 2 scores. If Rice covers this, I will be very surprised. That's all I'm gonna say. They're not a good team.
I'll be talking about that game later.
Oh,
he's going Rice.
Oh, God.
No! I wonder.
Every week, me and Dalton always have at least 2 picks against each other.
Yeah, it's true.
To be clear, not that I don't have Rice winning that game.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's in his parlay. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's not in the parlay, then we know what his next pick is.
Yeah.
No, my lock is and this one feels kind of sketch, but I feel like I have to do it. Georgia minus 7.5 at Florida. Florida stinks. All right.
Yeah.
They stink. And their best win is Texas. Am I supposed to care about that at this point? And I was like, Texas is ranked. Texas, shut up. Texas is ranked 20th because they're in the SEC and they haven't lost 4 games yet. I don't want to hear that. So frankly, Florida's not good. Georgia's probably pretty good. I would say at this point, I think you can at least say they're a very good team. Maybe not the Georgia of the last couple of years, especially the turn of the decade, but. I just think Florida's going to get pretty easily beaten to death. Even at home, I just don't see them being able to keep it within a score like that. So I'll take them. That's minus 104.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into our underdogs here. I'm taking the late game. I'm taking what would have been the late night Pac-12 after dark. I got Cincinnati money line against Utah.
I like that.
Cincinnati, I think Utah is the bigger name right now. I think that's why Utah is being favored, in my opinion. I think Cincinnati's on a roll at this point. And it's fun to be in this city when their college football team's doing well. It's just there's some buzz around here. So I'm going with the hometown team here. Make sure if you're on the East Coast, you got your coffee ready, whatever you drink for caffeine, because it's going to be a late one.
I like it.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how we went from Pac-12 after dark to Big 12 after dark, and now after dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love the midnight ACC game.
Love it. Yeah.
Louisville.
I don't got work tomorrow. It's fine.
That's how I remember the Cal Miami game last year was on like
Dude.
super well.
Yeah.
God.
Also, Blue Jays just scored again, 6-1.
Yeah.
One
Uh-oh.
more and that leg at least pushes,
Yeah.
and I at least profit.
There
Yeah.
you go. Hoping for you on that one.
But so my underdog this week, I'm actually taking an ACC game. I'm taking SMU money line at home at plus 360.
I like that. That's another one. I
I
thought of
think-
both of those.
I like that a
I
lot.
think we're hitting that point in the year where that ACC chaos is going to begin, where they just start, where everyone in the conference just starts to go 10-2.
Yeah.
No one wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just kind of where it is. And then just it'll take some weird tiebreaker to figure out who the two teams that go to the ACC championship are. And somehow one of them will be Clemson.
Yeah.
Somehow they'll figure it out a way.
Somehow.
Yeah.
And it'll be Clemson against like some really like gross team that has no business being there. Like this year it'll be Clemson Wake Forest will be your ACC title game this year.
Chill out, man.
Wake Forest is 5-2.
Hey man.
They're like legitimately like contenders in the ACC. But no, I just think Miami this is a weak Miami chokes. I think they're starting to kind of fall apart a little bit. There's cracks in the armor, and we'll just say that. And I mean, Carson Beck is still Carson Beck.
Yeah, we learned that Carson Beck is still Carson Beck.
Yeah. And SMU, I think, is just fully back as like a legitimately solid program.
Yeah.
Year in and year out.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I have an SMU bet in my parlay. My underdog was also going to be Cincy, plus 285.
There we go.
Just way too good of odds there. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my other underdog for the show, which is Cal money line at plus 164.
Thought
Against
about that one
Virginia.
too.
Yeah, Virginia, 15th in the country. They're one of us said it earlier, but it's just a little overrated. And Cal is just such a frisky team. I don't know if I'm gonna get the version of Cal that comes out and loses by 4 touchdowns, or if I'm gonna get the version that like beats a team they shouldn't beat. Because I mean, I think they started like 4-0, and I saw people talking about like with the easy schedule, them potentially going undefeated, and they've had some stinkers since then for sure. Yeah, they lost their undefeated record by losing 34-0 to San Diego State.
Yeah.
So this team is not above some terrible performances, but I do like their QB, and
say his name, Jake. Go ahead, try to say his
I'm
name.
not gonna try.
I think it's Sharon Kiwe Sagapulutele. I think is how you say it.
That's better than my attempt.
Which
I like
is
watching him.
ridiculous.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna go with JKS with him. I think is gonna be his name.
I like.
Yeah.
He makes some silly decisions sometimes, but for the most part, I like watching him play. Yeah, you just don't know what version of Cal you're going to get, but I do think if we get the good one, I think they can beat Virginia at home on a pretty early kickoff time. It's kicking off at noon, so
Yeah,
it's pretty early for a Cal game. But
yeah, up in the morning for once.
I know. I have to set an alarm.
6 a.m. roll call,
Yeah.
coach. God, I hate that quarterback is born in 2006, bro. Just put me in the ground. I'm tired of it. No.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that.
Put me in the ground.
There's no way college.
That's the clip from the show tonight.
What's even worse is in about 2 or 3 years, those kids are going to start having the year 2010 next to their day.
Yeah, I can't. I simply won't do it at that point. That's when it's my time to quit. Now, I got my underdog. I don't know how much conviction I have about this one, but it just kind of feels like the right time to do this. Rutgers money line at Illinois. Plus
nice.
Illinois got soundly beaten.
I love a good Rutgers money line.
Literally, yeah, exactly. Like Illinois got soundly beaten by Washington. Then again, Rutgers also was soundly beat by Washington. But that's kind of why I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the quarterback at Rutgers. I think he's playing really good. I think they have some fun receivers. I could see them giving Illinois some issues through the air. Denzel Boston certainly giving them issues through the air. Holy shit. He's still catching passes right now.
Yeah.
But I could see them pulling it out if they can score points on offense. And Luke Altmaier, I don't know about that guy. So,
dude, that's a freaking. If this hits, that's a snipe. If you
would love it.
Yeah,
I think betting
Kaliak Manis
is the way to go.
Yeah, well, I know you know that though.
Well, I bet on them a couple times again this year and got burned.
Exactly.
Problem is, whenever you bet against them, that's when Altmaier has some like silly, decent shit.
Yeah,
it's true.
All right, let's go ahead get into our parlays for college football here. I just have my 3 picks. UC money line, Louisville minus 10.5, and Ole Miss minus 12.5, and that's at plus 1,327.
So for my parlay this week, I got 3 little doggies to cover the spread. So I'm taking Rice plus 14 against Memphis. I think Memphis, this is more just vibes. I think the way they're kind of starting to rise up now in the polls a little bit, and they're getting anointed as that group of 5 team that's going to make the playoff. To me, everything just says that they're due for a good scare. And I think this would be a good one. Like Rice, just for whatever reason, keeps this game close.
Yeah,
for a while, and maybe they win by 8 or something like that. But then I'm also taking West Virginia plus 13.5 against Houston. Again, Houston's just another team that I don't necessarily believe in, and West Virginia has played a lot of teams pretty tough this year. I think they can keep that game close. And then finally, I'm taking Kentucky plus 10.5 because Kentucky doesn't get blown out a lot. For as bad as they are, like even when they're playing Georgia and Tennessee, they're playing
hang around.
They hang around for a little bit and they lose by like less than 3 scores. Like they lose by about 3 scores. They don't get completely annihilated. They hang around in that 20-point range. But I think against Auburn,
Kentucky,
against Auburn, I think they can keep it to within single digits. So I'm taking Kentucky plus 10.5. So Kentucky plus 10.5, West Virginia plus 13.5, and Rice plus 14 comes out to a really gross 3-leg parlay at plus 578.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty gross, I'm not gonna lie. But I like it though.
Because then you have to watch those games.
Yeah. You have to be like, you have to check in, be like, all right, Kentucky losing by a lot.
Yeah.
How's Rice doing?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to spend their Friday night watching Memphis and Rice?
Maybe Rice, but no, that's pretty good.
Which is also Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, spooky, scary. There you go.
Yeah, that could be a terrifying game.
Yeah.
My parlay this week is probably the juiciest I think I've ever had in college football. It's almost like comically dumb. So I'm just gonna say it. But I took the over in the Oklahoma Tennessee game at 56.5.
I like that.
Yeah, 2 iffy defenses. I think that could be a high scoring one. I had the Memphis minus 14. I took SMU plus 12.5 against Miami. I had Vanderbilt, Cincinnati, and Cal money line. So because I have 3 underdog money lines in this, the odds are plus 16,007.
Nice.
So
don't hate that.
If you put,
I don't hate it.
Other than the Memphis bet,
$10 will pay out $1,610.
Hey.
So
love it.
It's pretty good.
It's nice.
It's pretty good.
I'm just gonna expect that to not hit, and I'll be very happy.
Hey, if it does, there you go. You can go back to Japan or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I'll be gone for a couple weeks.
He's like, hey, I won, so therefore you won't be getting my bets for 4 weeks. No, but I have my 3 picks I already talked about. So the Rutgers money line, Georgia minus 7.5, and Georgia Tech minus 5.5, and then Tennessee minus 3.5. I just think they're just better than Oklahoma by a decent amount right now, and Vanderbilt plus 2.5 as well. So all 5 of those, we are at plus 6,374.
Nice.
So,
all right. So that wraps up college football. Let's go ahead and get into the NFL for this week. All right, so my favorite bet this week, and it's Shuck time in New Orleans. I'm taking the Saints plus 14 against the Rams.
okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay. You almost scared me there, Casey.
Yeah.
I thought you were going money line at first.
No.
Favorite?
I was like,
It's
Yeah.
like you didn't do that for your underdog? What are you?
No.
No. Okay.
I
it's
know
my lock
14.
week.
I know, like, yeah. Like in the past, 14 points seems like a lot in the NFL, but with the way games have been going this year, 14 points is nothing, it seems like now. But I'm just going to take the fresh quarterback here and hope that he's going to prove that he's the long-term guy for the Saints. So I'm going to take plus 14.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give this pick out while watching. Shohei is up to bat with a runner on first. So this is my best chance of this hit.
Yeah.
But
They're actually pitching to him too.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, you're up by
Yeah.
5, might as well, you know.
Yeah.
My favorite play this week though is Broncos Texans under 39.5 at minus 105. You're basically getting 1-to-1 odds on this game, and I know the Broncos offense looked pretty good last week, but now they're playing a real defense.
Yeah.
A real
Opposed
good
to
defense.
whatever the hell the Cowboys were putting out there
Yeah.
last week, man.
Yeah. I don't see Denver scoring more than maybe 16 in this game. And you're sending that Texans offensive line out against this Denver defense. It's going to be rough. It's going to be really, really rough. And God damn it, they just got doubled up. Shohei just got doubled up, I think.
Yeah, it's not their night, not the Dodgers' night.
Or no, he just grounded out to first.
Okay.
Vladdy caught it on his butt and then just tagged the base with his hand. Didn't even touch it with the glove.
You got to do whatever you got to do, you know. You got to play defense however you can.
But yeah, under 39.5, that's going to be an awful game. That's going to be an unwatchable game.
Listen, you were talking about the Broncos front versus the Texans. Talk about the coughing baby versus nuclear bomb meme, dude. You kidding me? Like, CJ Stroud's going to need, like, an extra insurance policy for this game.
Yeah.
Should probably take one out just in case. Jeez.
It's a gorilla coughing baby versus a gorilla.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. 100 gorillas versus one man. He's like, what the hell, guys? Nah, gotta check.
My favorite bet this week is gonna be Chiefs minus 1.5 against the Bills. Bills are just a little too inconsistent for me this year. I know they just had a nice win, but it's against Carolina without Bryce Young. And I don't know. I mean, they've just been a little rocky. And the Chiefs, granted, they are playing some bad teams in the Commanders without Jaden Daniels and just the Raiders. But
the Raiders.
I can't get that. Just the Raiders are a bad team. But I mean, they've got their mojo back. They're back. If they win this game, I mean, the Colts kind of have the number 1 seed locked down. But if they do win this game and the Colts start to come apart as the year comes to an end, they can be back in the race for the 1st seed. So this is a pretty big one for playoff seeding. And I know the Bills can get them in the regular season, but they just always have the Bills number. And they're on fire right now. At minus 1.5, I'm just going to roll with it. They can win this by a field goal, and it'll cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bills are weird because I think the offense is still very good most of the time. But, like, that defense, man, is just, like, It's not good. They simply aren't good. And like I've been saying this for a couple of years, and this is probably better served for the next time we're able to do the NFL show, which hopefully will be this week coming up. But I think Sean McDermott just needs to go. I simply do. I think if they want to maximize Josh Allen in this window to compete, like it probably needs to be a different coach. But I do think the Chiefs should win that game. I do think there's a chance that the Bills can just kind of keep things going well enough on offense to kind of match Mahomes and hope you get a couple of turnovers. Like the Commanders got a couple, it just didn't matter because they're not good enough. But like they were able to do it with that defense, so it's totally possible.
Mariota playing quarterback doesn't help either.
It doesn't. I mean, he could have been worse. To be fair, like it could have been worse for him.
He had some nice throws, but
he had the one that Terry on the toe tap. That was pretty nice. But the Panthers getting demolished by the Bills like doesn't move me at all, frankly, because the Panthers are like either winning by 3 points or losing by 40 points.
Yeah.
Except for the Falcons game, which is still fascinating to watch if you were to watch that game. But yeah, like I get that one for sure. My favorite bet. Talking about the Atlanta Falcons, the Falcons at Patriots -5.5 for the Patriots to cover.
Yeah.
The Falcons, who the Dolphins just took them to the woodshed. And I know Kirk Cousins, whatever, but that defense got shit on by the Dolphins, and like they were dead in the water bad, and they were still able to pull out a vintage performance against that team. So I just think the Patriots are rolling right now. Still think they have them at home. I think they'll take care of business pretty easily there.
Yeah. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our locks here. I'm going to the Kansas City Buffalo game. I'm going my lock of over 52.5 points in that game. I think it's going to be another shootout classic with this. I feel like it's always a shootout with this game. 52.5 points seems like a lot, but I personally think they're going to cruise past this one. So I'm loving that. And it's at -108. So love that even more.
I like it.
For my lock this week, I think DraftKings made a typo, and I'm taking advantage of it. I think it's supposed to say -30 and not -3, but I'm taking the Jaguars -3 against the Raiders.
Okay, never mind. I thought that should talk about different.
That should probably say -30 if we're being like completely honest. I mean, I know the Raiders are getting a little healthy coming off the bye week, but I mean the Jaguars are another pretty good team. I mean, they beat the Chiefs a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
did take some funny ass things, but still, they did do it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're a comparable team to the Chiefs and the Colts, and teams like that have beaten the absolute fuck out of the Raiders.
This is true. The Raiders aren't a real football team against other real football teams.
It's like understand like the Raiders' losses this year in all of the games they have lost by I believe 31 to the Chiefs. I think the closest loss they've had this year.
It's the Bears.
Might have been that Bears game. That might have been the only close loss was to a bad Bears team. But like every time they've played a good team this year, they have lost by double digits. I mean, they lost by 11 to the Chargers and by 1 to the Bears. Those are their only close losses. They got beat by 17 by Washington with Mariota at quarterback. And they got beat by 34 by the Colts.
To be fair, it seems like the Colts can do it to people. But.
Yeah,
you know what's
horrible.
You know what's hilarious though is the Patriots are 6-2, and one of their losses is to the Raiders.
Hey, first game of the year, funny. First game of the year,
funny.
You gotta figure stuff out.
It really does go to show like how meaningless the first game of the year is.
Yeah.
Look at the Jets.
The only thing the Raiders do have going for them is the Raiders have been very good against the spread as home underdogs, and the Jaguars have not been very good against the spread, or they have not been very good winning games as road favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only issue, but I don't think that's going to matter because the Jaguars are a real football team and the Raiders are.
This is true.
Yeah, I like that. I took the same bet in my parlay. If they can't cover by 3, this is a bad Raiders team. That should be an easy one. my lock of the week is going to be kind of similar situation a little bit, but I'm going with the Colts -3 over the Steelers. Steelers actually are good offensively, but their defense is one of the worst things I think I've ever seen. From a standpoint of they don't even they're happy to give up 30 points a week. They don't make any. Oh, that has been turned around. The Colts offense is just way too good for this defense, is what I'm trying to say. They run the ball way too well for a team that can't stop the run. The Steelers let the Bengals run for 7 yards a carry against them. Jonathan Taylor is going to eat. With their offensive personnel, I just see a ton of mismatches. I don't know. The Steelers will put up some points in this game, but the Colts could score 45 points in this game. If the Steelers defense, and they have so much talent on that side of the ball, but for whatever reason, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some point, it's not working. So, if the Colts are a Super Bowl contender, as people are starting to take them, they should win this by 3, I think.
Well, Jake, you took mine, but I'm just going to stick with
again.
Another one. Boy, did I pick a year. Cover this team full time.
Oh yeah.
And they always find a way. They finally have an offense that can score some points, move the ball a little bit. And what do you know? The defense, nowhere to be found. TJ Watt, $41 million a year. No. Absolutely not. Nick Herbig, your best pass rusher, 20 snaps. Excuse me. Darius Slay, ass.
He is now certified ass, unfortunately.
The average age of the secondary is 30.
I genuinely think that all 4 of us could probably diagnose what coverage the Steelers are in 70% of the time.
I know I can. I have to watch the film every week.
They only play cover 3 in man, and both have 1 deep safety. And if you watch their corners, if they're in cover 3, are 7 yards off the ball.
Yep.
And if they're in man, they're 1 yard off the ball. And every single time, that's every single time. And if they play press coverage, you can bet that the linebackers are going to blitz.
Mm-hmm.
So TJ Watt can't even really do anything because, the QB, where you're going with the ball for. I seriously could probably diagnose their coverage 80% of the time.
Listen, Jordan Love, for as good as he's capable of being at times, the one knock on the man is his decision-making and his inaccuracy. And the motherfucker completed 20 straight passes on the road against the highest paid defense in the NFL.
It's not good.
So, I think their defense is 30th in EPA or something like that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They can't do fucking anything right. Not one thing right. And the one thing they can do right, which is have one good pass rusher, even whenever they know they're going to get the ball out in under 3 seconds, they don't play him. They're like, no, we don't want to play him because we have to stop the run. Who gives a shit if they can run the ball if they don't have to? You blitz, and they're like, oh, the blitz is coming. Okay, there's going to be 3 players wide open in the middle of the field. It doesn't matter that they blitz.
They blitz the same way almost every time.
Exactly.
They don't. Occasionally, there's a Jalen Ramsey blitz, but it's usually just both.
They did it to the Browns because Dylan Gabriel can't see anything because he's 5'4". That's the only quarterback they've truly beaten down this year is Dylan Gabriel. Who gives a shit? Anyway, yeah. So -3 the Colts. That's my favorite bet or my lock. I also will say that if this line was -10, I would still pick it as my lock. So that's where we're at right now. So
underdogs. I'm taking Pittsburgh Steelers money line. This is the week This is the week. We see this every year with the Steelers.
No,
we
we
count
don't,
them out,
Casey.
and then they go against a team that they have
Not
no
like
business
this.
beating. And then all of a sudden, we're going to look up on Sunday at like 4 o'clock, and we're like, holy shit, the Steelers just did it. They beat the Colts. Everyone's going to be like, are the Colts, what's going on with the Colts? The Colts are going to lose a couple games in a row. And then all will be right in the AFC once again. Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers money line plus 140. Book it.
Listen, I want to be with you.
I don't hate that because they can score points. Like they could put up 30 offensively, but
the NFL makes no
the defense
sense.
Is so bad. It's so bad.
NFL makes no sense this year. Why did the Dolphins do that against the Falcons? Why? How?
Well, Kirk Cousins, I think, sucked the life out of them.
It's not even
on the field. To be honest with you, I think they knew they couldn't win going into the game and just
two ahead.
One eyeball. Yeah, one eyeball. Hey, no, here's the thing, though. It actually doesn't matter at all because he doesn't look where he's throwing anyway. So that he could literally play the game with both eyes closed. I don't know what would be different about it. I literally don't know if the game plan would have to change at all.
You see, he just does a bird box.
Pretty much, like, I think
bird box game.
Like Tua would be the MVP of the blind football league. Like he would be the MVP of it for sure. Like no doubt about it. So anyway, yeah.
It's all timing.
Yeah, this would be an all-time Steelers rope-a-dope because last week was supposed to be the week that that's the game they win, that game, and then they didn't. They looked like shit in that game. So
it's
now
because the defense used to be the secret is they would just get 5 turnovers and they can't do it anymore because they're bad. And the average age, I'm going to say this again, the average age of the secondary is 30. It starts
They literally can't get a turnover if Dylan Gabriel walks out. And
he literally tried to throw 4 times.
America needs a classic New York Giants Daniel Jones game right now.
They
need that right now. And that's about to happen this week. I'm telling you, it's coming this week. It might not happen all season, but it's coming this week.
I'm starting to turn into a Daniel Jones truther now.
Jonathan Taylor might have 200 yards at halftime.
But yeah, no, Taylor could rush for 350 in this game.
I want him to break the record, honestly. I just wanted to seal the deal on the Steelers just being not good. I need it at this point. I can't keep thinking about this team this way. I can't do it. Anyway, Dalton, what do you got?
We're in the bottom of the 9th, and I don't think any top 4, any of the ones for the Dodgers have not gotten a hit yet.
They're not. They're 0 with 7 Ks right now.
It's tough.
It's insane.
It's tough.
So for my underdog this week, I got to preface this by saying after I bet this, I found out their quarterback might be out this week. So kind of sucks, but I'm taking Bengals money line at plus 130 at home against the Bears.
Yeah.
I would have really liked this a lot if Joe Flacco is playing. If he's not playing, they probably don't have a prayer at winning this game. If he is playing, you never know because the Bears secondary is kind of ass, and the Bengals have good wide receivers and a guy that can get them the ball if it's Joe Flacco. If Jake Browning's playing this game, though, this is going to be a rough bet.
Yeah. If Jake Browning and Caleb Williams have to play, it's going to be poop versus shit. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Caleb's looking a little
Coughing baby
right
versus
now.
coughing baby.
Yeah, he's looking a little rough right now.
I think Caleb Williams is gonna literally need to be in a perfectly tailored offense to his skill.
Well, he's just gonna be the next guy who takes until he's 27 to be good. That's all.
True.
He's just gonna end up on a different team, or the Bears are gonna remember that they eventually get good and just keep him this time or whatever. One of the two. It's gonna be one of those things.
You know what's gonna happen? Caleb Williams is gonna replace Matt Stafford.
Dude, that would be sick. That'd be awesome. Him and Puka, that'd be great.
Oh God.
No, but I like that if Flacco plays. I thought about it too, but then I remember his old ass shoulder doesn't work right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And Freddie Freeman just struck out.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What are you even swinging at, buddy?
They gave up. They're done.
Yeah.
They're not winning 2 back-to-back in Toronto either.
No, I think it might be.
It's Joe over, folks.
Yeah.
It's very great. Who's your underdog?
So mine is also the Bengals money line. I really didn't like many of the underdog bets this week.
Me either. Mine's stupid. I'm just gonna tell you before we get there. It's not good.
But I'm not. Even if Jake Browning has to play this game, I'm still not that worried about this bet just because the Bears lost to a backup last week.
They
granted,
did.
yeah, and I think the Bengals have more talent offensively with Chase and Higgins and Chase Brown sometimes, but I don't know. I'm about as unconfident as I could be in the Bears right now.
Yeah.
So if Joe Flacco plays, I feel good about this bet. If he doesn't play, I'll feel a little worse. But I just watched Tyler Huntley beat the Bears, so I think Browning could do it with Chase and Higgins.
Yeah,
maybe. Mine, I don't like it at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know hard way to start the conversation. I know, but it would be very funny if this happens. And that's partly why I picked it. That and there's just not a lot of good ones. Give me the Vikings on the road with McCarthy coming back from being ass and trying to be not ass against the Lions, who admittedly have nobody playing defense except for like Aiden Hutchinson at this point. I feel like that might be all they need, though. Also, shout out to him getting his $45 million, very well deserved.
Yeah.
But plus 385, very juicy on that. Feel good about the odds there. Just the fact that it's J.J. McCarthy against the Lions, I don't love that necessarily. But Carson Wentz died for our sins, or for his sins, I guess, really. That man's shoulder was bad before he left the game, and it's worse now.
I felt every play, dude. It just felt like he was getting
so bad the whole time.
And they would zoom in slow-mo on his face, and he was just like,
out for his team. So that way J.J. McCarthy can heal up from being ass. No, but again, it'd be funny if McCarthy comes back from all the talk about him and beats the Lions and goes from there. So we'll see. But that's my underdog there.
I like it. Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Get 2 runs in a World Series in a 2-2 series tied game, and you get waxed like that at home
by a rookie pitcher. Rookie pitcher just threw 12 Ks against you.
$1 billion payroll for 1 run in game.
Yeah. How's that 1 run?
Technically, that's like a $5 payroll. If we're being honest, how much they pay him now.
That's fair. Yeah.
$1 billion payroll in 10 years.
Yeah, their 2040 their 2040 bill is going to be crazy.
The Dodgers.
Yeah.
I mean,
it might not with inflation. Maybe it won't be, but
dude, if inflation's that bad in 2040, then we're not going to be. None of us are.
If you're signing contracts big that you can take into
inflation.
Yeah. If you have to take into account of inflation for how big a contract's going to be, dude, no one deserves
they're
that.
They're going to sign someone this offseason for like a 10-year, $700 million deal with $699 million of it deferred or something.
We can sign the economy in 10 years.
I just don't get how they're affording these contracts. I mean,
they're not paying them right now.
Who is funding?
They're going to struggle in about.
Who is funding the sport? Who's watching the games that they can afford to pay 9 guys $1 billion over 10 years?
Japan is footing the bill for Shohei Ohtani. Yeah,
your weird uncles.
I'll tell you what. When I was in Japan, it's Ohtani everywhere.
As they should.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
He's like every single advertisement. So
literally, dude, when they came to town and we went there, literally, I would say 10,000 people had Dodgers stuff on, and the crowd was packed, and probably about 5,000 Ohtani jerseys.
Yeah.
It was just insane.
I mean, he's probably going to go down as the greatest player ever.
Yeah,
he is. I think he is.
He's definitely the best player that's ever.
Yeah,
we'll see about accolades and all that stuff.
Greatness does come down to accolades.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we're talking about the best player, show me one other dude who can strike out 10 and hit 3 home runs in the game. Show me one dude who's done that. No. Anyway,
all right. Parlays for the NFL. I just have my 3 picks. Over 52.5 in the Chiefs Bills. Saints plus 14 against the Rams, and Steelers ass whooping against the Colts. Their ass plus 764.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got a nice little I hate fun parlay this week.
Okay. No fun league parlay.
Here come the unders.
Hell yeah.
No fun league.
Vikings Lions under 48.5.
Oh, that one
because
feels good.
JJ McCarthy is playing football.
Hey, listen. You're right.
And then this one's going to be probably the worst game of the week. Chargers, Titans, under 43.5. Chargers are going to run the ball with Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal 40 times and win that game 23-0.
Yeah, they want to get out of that. They want to get out of there as fast as possible. They're going to run the ball until they
That
can.
game's
anymore.
going to be terrible. And then another awful game. Niners Giants under 48.5.
Jesus Christ. The
That's gonna
Cam
be-
Scattaboo-less Giants are the worst team I've ever seen, probably.
There's going to be some
Jackson Jordan's going to
dog
run the ball
shit
30 times. by
Honestly,
himself.
I hate that Scotty got hurt, but I'm glad that he's not going against our defense this week because he would just nail in the coffin for whoever we have left.
Yeah, the Niners, the guys the Niners have out there are not willing to tackle Cam Scattaboo.
No.
They're simply not.
So if you want to take a nap during the 1:00 games on Sunday, that parlay plays out at plus 561.
All right.
Nice.
Like it.
Nice. I have so I had the Colts -3. I had the Jaguars -3. I did take the Broncos plus 1.5 against the Texans. And then I had the Chiefs -1.5 and the Bengals money line at plus 130. The odds on that are 2,855. So it's still a bit juicy, but only 5 picks this week. I usually try to do 6, but I try to find 2 underdogs every week, and I just could not find.
Yeah, this week it's not really.
Yeah,
it's not. I had to resort to picking the JJ McCarthy Vikings to win the game.
I was thinking of going with the Commanders against the Seahawks, their money line, but I'm just not.
No scary theory, no fun.
Yeah,
no. Even I think Jane Daniels is playing.
He's supposed to play, but I mean it's tough sledding.
Yeah.
So I get that one. I got the 3 picks I talked about earlier. So the Patriots -5.5, Colts -3, Vikings money line. Jeez, Jaguars -3. I agree. Raiders mega ass. If they can't beat the Raiders on the road, then they should probably just give up the season and try again next year. And then Seahawks -3. Speaking of that game, I just think that they're a lot better than the Commanders. So
yeah.
And that's all together plus 6,498 thanks to that Vikings game. So
yeah. Doing a lot of the lifting there.
Yeah, a little bit.
But all right. So that's what we got for this weekend. You guys got any more bets? Anything? Nope. All right. So we do appreciate you guys watching this week. Hopefully we'll have a touchdown parlay out. We try to have one out. We had an issue with the account. Guys, we're going to try.
Sometimes Twitter doesn't like me or anyone else. That's all I can say about that.
It
literally told me no. So
yeah. But like I said, we'll try to have one out this week. We will be back next weekend, 10 o'clock Eastern again. We'll be back to 9:30 soon, I think.
So.
So just we'll let you guys know when that switches over. But we do appreciate you guys watching tonight. If you follow any of our bets or have anything